Alrighty. Google, can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me all right? Just want to make sure all my settings are correct. Test, test. Can you guys hear me all right? Google?
Yep.
Awesome. Good morning, Morgan, Moon, and Google. Good morning, Desmond, Rinchu, Josh, Mac, Michelle. Oh, Michelle, welcome in. Pavi, Sean, Seb, Tony, all welcome. Alrighty. Looking like a big drop already, huh? Right at the 100 level. One minute or 1 second left on this 5-minute candle. I'm gonna give a short a try for a break under the 100 level, so I'm in short. Giving it room to average up if I need to, but expecting a breakout here. And at 99 flat. $11-point stop to the next average.
Wait, you're in short NQ?
Yes. So I'll average at 11 points if it gets up there. Could need to break this, fill this fair value gap before going further down. Hard stops would be at 23 points. And then I will add a position under that 1 minute low. All right, it added the second position. Alright. I'm gonna flip to gold. Actually, first I need to make sure there's no 8:30 news. There's not. There's core retail sales tomorrow, meeting minutes on Wednesday, and unemployment on Thursday. Alrighty, so Dixie's probably leaning bullish. It's getting real close to this. I would call it a market structure shift. Broke that fair value gap high. Changed character. I'd say over 103,559 is going to be a weekly change of character. Keeping an eye on NQ here. Bounced right off that low. Which wasn't quite a 1 hour trim. I'd like a 3 bar on this 1 minute though. There it goes. Alright, so looking bullish on Dixie means I'm looking to go short Aussie dollar, everything with USD on the back, and go long everything on the USD on the front.
Did you see Aussie has news at, I think, 8:30?
I think it was 9:30 last night, wasn't it? Yeah, they have news at 9:30 p.
Oh, yeah, good call. Yep.
So this is actually a pretty standard setup for me. I like that. Question is, I'll put it higher up. Putting this on. Oh, I forgot my trade copier's not on. Q having more trouble getting down, huh? Sorry for how I'm about to mess up your name, but Kiana says, do you trade similar to ICT? I do. So I trade the Strat and ICT combined. A lot of ICT's concepts. I'm not like an ICT hardcore trader, but I do trade a lot of his concepts. Alright, so alright, there's a 1 hour trim. Taking some here. All right, hard stop loss break even. I'd love to see it. Just stay right under this. For those who might be newer to NQ, typically NQ has psychological levels every 50 points. So we just broke under the 100-point psych level. So next psych level is going to be 50, which kind of lines up with some more resistance, right? So resistance meaning resistance to the trade. So all right. Euro USD is kind of out. I don't really want to add anything up here, which is kind of where I'd be looking in the premium area. Just so you guys can kind of see what I'm seeing. I don't really love this fair value gap because it's in a premium. I want to be in a discount, which would be below the 50 level. So, but I don't want to be in this 50 level because I think that's where price is going to flip to be bullish again if it does reach that level. So, not interested in Euro USD. GBP USD is kind of the same thing. NZD USD has an interesting one. Big fair value gaps like this, I'd probably be more tempted to just grab the 50 level and place a limit there, which is exactly what I'm going to do. It's going to be a wide stop, but looking for high probability trades right now. Next leg down on NQ, taking some trims at 82. Taking some more at, holy smokes. Taking more there. All right. 3R. Kiana said, that's cool. I've been learning a lot about this concept. ICT concepts translate very well to the live markets. Some of his content is really hard to get through. Not because it's difficult to understand, but because there's like 80% of rants for 20% of gems, but you have to go through the rants to get to the gems. So he has really, really good content and knows what he's talking about. Keratin says, what was your entry? It's well, I sent it in the alert, but it's also here, 15099. So running about 35 points right now. If you're asking the reason for the entry, I saw price coming down, breaking to the 15100 level pretty with some strength. Meaning we had an outside bar, then a 2 down on the 15. The 5-minute candle looked like it was, or 5-minute chart looked like it was just gonna keep going down. So that was kind of the reason for the entry, if that's what you mean. G Vout said, "Do you go live every day?" I do. 8:15 to 9 o'clock for free on YouTube, and then market open at 9:30. I go live for my zero to funded crew and my server. Got a lot of people in the YouTube, maybe the most. Thanks, just checked MVP, great call. Thank you much. Alex says, fantastic call. Thanks again, man. No problem. Just telling you guys what I'm doing. Alright. Bringing up stops at the rest of these to 1509. What's this? 9350. So a little bit above this level. Pavi says, Jesse, what's up, big bro? Nothing much, Pavi. Living life. Living large. Ain't in charge. Feels good to be back on my setup. I'll tell you what, trading from a laptop or my phone was not it. Let's check out gold here. Nothing immediately catch my eye. Oil looks interesting. It looks like it's... I think I'm interested in oil in this fair value gap. Probably this middle one here. One of these fair value gaps here are all going to Oops, messed that up. One of these are going to act as a kind of a dual fair value gap because it broke through the bullish fair value gap, the break of structure one on the left that you can see in blue, and then it has its own fair value gaps here. This one is obviously in the most discount, but let's see. Hey Sam, good morning. I added on one sell to this NQ. I'll take a loss on it. It's just a small position, so I'll take a loss if it hits stop loss, but seeing if this failed too and this fair value gap's gonna hold.
I was looking at the fair value gaps this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It's really interesting to see how the difference between bodies respecting fair value gaps and how wicks work coming out of fair value gaps.
Yeah.
If the bodies respect, more often than not, the fair value gap is going to stick.
Right.
If it closes above or below, it's unlikely to.
Right. Let me read this on my big screen. Bridgie said, "Do you go live on Discord or YouTube because YouTube is very delayed?" So the members of my server get Google Meets, which is super live, like no delay at all. YouTube, the only delay I have on YouTube is the built-in delay. There's nothing I can do on that front. I no longer have like a purposeful delay, but the delay you're seeing is just YouTube. Like right now, it is about 20 seconds. And the YouTube is mostly just for you guys to kind of see what my entry model looks like, really. But like I said, my server, everybody, including the free guys, get access to this meeting on Google Meets. And maybe I'll add the Google Meets code in my messages, but we'll see. Moon says, "You are great, Jesse. Thank you." Keratin said, "Yeah, I missed that entry. Had to type your name into YouTube. Link didn't work." Well, you can fix that if you subscribe. Wink, wink. Gvout said, "I'm new in the Discord." Which Discord? I'm in a lot. And then I also have my own. Morning, Jason. Curtis said, "What would be a good reentry?" Well, I re-entered, and then this is a good reentry because we just broke under, and that's 212 down. So now if this goes up and fails and goes outside bar, then that's going to be the trigger to get out. So Virgie said YouTube is 30 to 40 seconds, so I can tell you exactly. So I'm seeing, wait for YouTube to get up to 1 second. So it is 22 seconds. Of course I'm subscribed. Well, you should be able to go to your subscriptions on like the left side of YouTube and see it. Or I always send out the YouTube link in my bot as well. I really, really like this USD CAD long. I think the explosion potential is way up there.
I like exposure.
I like that too, actually. be a semi-wide stop. Let's see, we close here. You'd have to cover all this junk. But I think you're targeting on the hourly these highs. This buy side liquidity for a 2.69. I'd actually put my entry a little high. Get around 3R. Except my mouse won't do that, but I'm putting this on. Yeah, USD CHF kind of launched. Alright. Well, I have all those that I want to have on. Bringing stops down to 89.50 on NQ. Javi said, what's your views on having a Roth IRA and investing in ETFs for the long run? Don't you think waiting for 35 years for something to go 200 to 300% value like SPY or VU depends on world events? Like, what if World War III happens in the next few decades? Well, if World War III happens, you better have cash ready in your Roth to buy up all the stocks and to load up in defense stocks. But I have a Roth. I also have a long term. I mean, a Roth is tax free. You pay with post tax benefits, and your gains are all tax free. So that is my non-financial opinion, or non-financial advice opinion. That's just what I'm told. I don't know a ton about different accounts and stuff like that. So let me double check.
No, I think that's solid. You definitely want to max out any tax advantaged accounts you can before you put stuff into taxable accounts.
Yes. So distributions from a Roth account are tax free according to. It says qualified distributions. Not sure what that means. I'm sure that means if you're over 59.5. But
you can't touch it without a penalty until you're of age.
Right.
So if you start chunking money into a Roth, you're not getting at it for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, but I plan to live to 59.5, so it's worth it. And then, yeah.
Well, and
that's the goal.
You can't withdraw your gains without penalty until that age, but you can withdraw what you deposit.
Your contributions.
Without penalty. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't know that part. For a while.
You can actually shift it too. You can actually withdraw it temporarily. It's an interesting one. You'd have to do your own research. But you can actually withdraw it for a period of time, play with it, lose it, win, gain, blah blah blah.
Right.
Put it back in.
All right, I closed those ads. Just gonna let the original runners run or hit stop loss. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's smart to use whatever benefits you can to pay as little taxes as possible.
Also, if you have a high deductible insurance plan, you can use your HSA as kind of like a super Roth.
Oh, right. Yeah, health savings account. New 5-minute candle coming up. Nearly hit 4R, but did not. And I need to add in my recaps from last week. I did. Nice. I'm on a little bit of a heater on futures this month.
Seems to be your method as of late.
Well, I mean like a super heater. I have 18 wins and 1 loss this month.
I'd say that's pretty good.
With an average RR of 2.38.
At what point do I say GTFO?
Yeah.
It's nice.
Options is the same. 12 wins, 1 loss. Love to see it. Looks like I'm gonna get stopped out on the runner here. Alright, gonna adjust NZD/USD TP down to, I don't know, I think that this is likely to get broken, so just found more sell side liquidity to grab and adjusted it to show that. I'll do the same on, depending on where the sell side liquidity is, I'll do the same on Aussie dollar.
Are you looking at as a little bit of a rebalance and a liquidity grab?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Precisely.
Yeah, gotcha.
just gonna send out send out the real alert and round up. It's a little easier. Alrighty. Stopped out of that NQ. Inside bar and inside bar on the 5 would be a nice entry. technically a 2-1-2 down, but I'd probably expect this to go outside and then set up something like this, but we shall see. But that is 9 o'clock, so I'm going to shut this down. Let me catch up on YouTube chats. Ben said, but I just love taxes, man. Love to pay them. Me too. Definitely. My favorite part of the day. What music are you listening to? It is called The Worship Initiative. Is there another Planet Q in this area? Well, I didn't read it until just now, but I just read your message. I'm probably looking at the 5-minute break as structure for anything. I'll come back at market open. We'll get some manipulation in the first couple minutes and kind of set a groundwork for you know, what the market structure is going to look like. Trading pre-market, you know, you got to kind of just you got to be careful how much you weigh the pre-market session in terms of importance. So, Contemporary Christian, my absolute favorite. Me too. GC is working its way back up. Daniel said it is indeed. I'd have to look at higher time frame, but it definitely looks good for a short. And Moon said, are you still in NQ short? No, I'm not. I got wicked out at 1508 950, which is okay. But that's going to be it for me this morning. Zero to Funded crew, I'll see you guys in Google Meets at 9:30. And YouTube, thanks for coming out. More people today than maybe ever, so really encouraging to see that. Keep coming out. Keep telling your friends that I'm here every morning. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the live stream, and maybe I'll throw it on Google Meets as well, but we'll see. So I will see you guys all tomorrow, Google, and for you guys in my server.